It's your boy. I know it's been a little minute, but I've been busy doing stuff, making money and all that good stuff. Currently in Utah doing I don't know, Mormon shit, I guess. Working. Finally back at work. As you can see, yellow shirt gang, back up on it. But today, I am kind of tired actually. We've been working 6/12s, and your boy is feeling it. I ain't been getting no sleep lately. So what I'm about to do is just turn this into a listening party. I just dropped a new single called Rock You, produced by my boy Tonio, made by Tonio on Instagram if you want to look him up. And we just gonna listen to the track today, vibe, chill. It's the end of the day. This is how I wind down. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull that thing up. Actually, I play it from right here. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is it hot or not? You let me know.
You ain't gotta leave, just let me ride you all the way to sleep. I know you're trying to have a son in me, but what's inside? Ooh, that's just all I need, 'cause you ain't got to. You ain't gotta leave, just let me ride you all the way to sleep. I know you're trying to have a son in me, not tonight. Trying to get nasty like ill. Smooth criminal, just call me Mike Hill. I ain't asking, I'm straight to the basket like Will. So get loose, I'm trying to see how tight it feels. Lit candles, like we ain't paying a light bill. Panties down low, hanging off your high heels. Let's heat it up, we'll heat it up and fight chills. Come test my metal, baby, I like steel. You ain't got to, you ain't gotta leave, just let me ride you all the way to sleep. I know you're trying to have a son to me, but what's inside? Ooh, that's just all I need, 'cause you ain't got to. You ain't gotta leave, just let me ride you all the way to sleep. I know you're trying to have a son to me, not tonight. Slid into my DMs and now you're running. You only want my heart cause I'm all up in your stomach. Could be the thrill of the kill, you feel something. That might be me or the beat that's still pumping. Oil on your body, fresh out the tub. I need more than kiss, I need more than touch. Started last night, it's the morning up. Keep it hands on, never want a glove. You came with the loud, so we roll it up. You trying to get lit, so you pour a cup. But now you finna risk cause you ain't pour enough. You can take a lot of pain till you sober up. You ain't gotta leave, just let me ride you all the way to sleep. I know you're trying to have a son to me, but what's inside? Ooh, that's just all I need, 'cause you ain't got to. You ain't gotta leave, just let me ride you all the way to sleep. I know you're trying to have a son to me, not tonight. I put her in a movie now, she don't know how to act. All she do is squats now, she don't know that it's fat. If I was in a trick, I would probably throw you a rack, but they ain't never stop a hot bitch from throwing it back. Ain't gotta say I'm the truth, cause you know that it's fact. And heaven gotta be real, cause we floating in that. I'm soaking in that, hoping while I'm poking the cat. The bonus relax, the cash was supposed to be cash. Who comes out on top whenever we win it? Rock, paper, scissors, shout it, we in it. Who comes out on top whenever we win it? Rock, paper, scissors, shout it. Got to, you ain't gotta leave, just let me ride you all the way to sleep. I know you're trying to have a son to me, but what's inside? Ooh, that's just all I need, 'cause you ain't got to. You ain't gotta leave, just let me ride you all the way to sleep. I know you're trying to have a son to me, not tonight. Tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that's my song, but I actually like that motherfucker. That's a solid track right there. Real solid track. Honestly, I took a break from music and then I came back a couple months ago. Well, it's halfway through the year at this point, so yeah, beginning of the year. And really, nobody listens to my music more than me. So I tend to I'm gonna make stuff that I like first. And if y'all like it too, that's cool. What's up, y'all in the comments? Where am I going? Well, I'm in Delta, Utah right now, working out here. Middle of no damn where. I'm about to go get me something to eat, even though I'm supposed to be fasting, but yeah, you know how that goes. I'm probably gonna start over. But today, I'm just gonna talk about the single since I'm supposed to be in promo mode. Promo not normally my thing, but can't make it if you're doing promote, right? So that track, it was inspired by, I went and watched the Michael Jackson movie when it first came out, and I wanted something with that feel, just because I grew up listening to Mike. Like, Mike was legit one of my heroes when I was a kid. Like, every day for like the longest. Like, once I first saw the moonwalk, I was in my living room in my socks, just getting it, just practicing, picking up all kinds of static, electricity, shocking my little sister. Every time I touched the VCR to adjust the clock, shocking myself. So I wanted something with that feel to it. And if you listen to the instrumental, it has a lot of that old school Mike in it. I even got some Michael Jackson references in there if y'all caught them. What else? Plus, I always, like, if you look at a lot of my old bios, even new ones right now, honestly, I always say I rap and sing. I used to produce a little bit. Respect, shout out to all the producers out there. I respect y'all, because that's one of those things that's really hard for me to do. Like, I have an ear for what sounds good, but having an ear for it and then being able to make it, two different skill sets. So I would rather just listen to beats, pick something that sound good, and then rap over it. That's my thing. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of my bios say I rap and sing, and I realize I do have a decent amount of singing, like on choruses and stuff, but it's more so just me harmonizing, a little bit of melody here and there. It ain't nothing too crucial, you know what I mean, as far as singing. Now, I ain't acting like I'm the coldest, you know. I ain't about to hop on American Idol no time soon, but your boy got some pipes, a little bit, every once in a while, so I wanted to show him off, showcase him in this song. So that chorus is all me. I did all the lead vocals, I did all the background vocals, them high notes you hearing in the background, that's me. It's me. It took a couple takes, but I hit them. I did that. So, like I said, I just wanted something smooth. And I normally make a lot of hype songs, so I needed something for the ladies. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a 90s baby, so I still got that mind state of when you create music. Like, I'm always thinking about, all right, how does this fit into a complete project? And if we being real, every project had like a girl song on it, which is just a song for the ladies. So that's what that was. Now, granted, I'm still a nasty nigga, so I put a little bit of that in there. You know what I mean? I got a lot of nasty influences. First and foremost, let's see. Adina Howard, nasty as hell, but smooth hits. If y'all don't know who that is, Google it, look her up. Who up? Obviously, R. Kelly. I grew up listening to R. Kelly. Now, granted, I wasn't a huge R. Kelly fan as far as listening to full albums, but pretty much all the singles he dropped, I was rocking with him. Who else? Pretty Ricky. Now, that's my generation all day, every day. Like, when they dropped Grind on Me, oh man, I was like, these dudes killing it. And then I later found out it's mainly just Pleasure P sing, but still, great song. And then I listened to the whole project. I think it was Blue All Stars. That's one of my favorite albums. So I wanted something. I didn't want to copy them because I still wanted my own style. So instead of just copying Pretty Ricky directly, I just put, my own little twist on things. Plus I still wanted like a, I don't know, it's hard to say, like an old school feel, but something you can still listen to like now, today, modern times. I want something timeless, I guess. And that goes back to the whole Michael Jackson influence. And if you listen to that enough, like you'll hear it. Now granted, I couldn't sample any Mike songs because I ain't paying for that. I ain't got the bread to pay Mike's estate for any Michael Jackson samples. So I just had to pick the instrumentation and get it close. Now, I gotta give credit to my producer, Tonio. He did all of that from scratch. I sat there and watched him make it, and he made it pretty quick. So that's one of those things that's always impressed me. Like when I go into the studio is the engineers, especially the ones that work super quick and you get top quality stuff, respect them engineers. And then the producers. Like if you could just take an idea from my head, you play around with it on computer, you put some sounds to my idea and you make it sound how I think it should sound, you a co-producer. What else about that song? Now granted, even though it's a girl song, I still lean heavily on lyrics. I eased up on the punchlines a little bit just because I ain't gonna say it's a love song. It's more of a love making song, if you could call it that. Like honestly, it's a fucking song. It's a song about fucking. Everybody like fucking. At some point, you have or you will be doing it. So add this to the soundtrack of your life. You know what I mean? I like the people to relate to what I'm making. Let's see. Now, other influences musically, like honestly, I might as well go through all of them from the top down. Now, I said Michael Jackson, R. Kelly obviously made hits through multiple generations. Actually, both of them made hits through multiple generations. When I was a kid, man, so my pops was from Philly. So as corny as this sounds, I definitely grew up listening to some Will Smith, and that was my guy. He was legit one of my favorite, I ain't gonna say one of my favorite rappers, but one of my favorite celebrities overall. And I was rocking with his music. Like, I ain't gonna act like Miami wasn't a good song, or the Men in Black song, and then Wild Wild West with him and Cisco. They killed it. Killed it. He said, what he say? Hold up, don't let your lip react. You don't want to see my hand where my hip be at. Like, come on, man. Did nobody expect Will Smith to hit you with that gun talk? Even though it was on some cowboy type shit for the soundtrack for Wild Wild West. Still, Will was a spitter. Yeah, I gotta respect that boy. So let's see, who else do I listen to? I grew up watching House Party, so Kid Play were some big influences. Them, I'm not gonna act like I was just listening to Kid and Play on a regular basis outside of House Party, but the few songs I heard, I fool with. And then Kid was like one of my early introductions to, like, he had one of the first bars ever that I reacted to, like, oh dang, I felt that. I was like, this, I'm like 4, 5, 6 years old, like, this nigga spitting. And it was a party scene when him and Play were battling each other, and dude said, step to the mic, too late, I blew it up. And like, that was so hard to me like as a kid, because like the timing was perfect, the reaction from the party was perfect, and like with that, I think that was like his final line, or one of his last lines, and he essentially, I say he won that battle, even though Play had some bars for him too. Had some bars. So that was like actually one of my early introductions to rap battling, which I did do back in the days. If y'all can find clips from me on 106 in Park, please send it to me, because I can't find them at all. It probably would have been around 2009, I think, 2009, 2010. That's back when, I wish it was when AJ and Free were doing it, but this was Terrence and Roxy. It was during that era. And I ain't gonna lie, Terrence was pretty cool. Roxy was, I ain't really talked to her. She way smaller in person. But yeah. But Let's see, other music influences. So we still starting from when I was a kid. So Kid and Play, Will Smith, Redhead Kingpin. If y'all know who that is, Google him. Slick Rick, The Ruler. That was my guy. Like, he was probably one of my favorite like old school rapper. And I always saw him as old school just because he wasn't really rapping still when I found out about him. Like I said, I was a kid. But in the 90s, I don't think Slick Rick got too many songs. He did do some features, like in the all through the 90s, and I want to say early 2000s too. He got a couple tracks. He got some with Outkast. He got song with Chamillionaire. So he still was out here. He might still be rapping right now. Honestly, I don't know. But Slick Rick, that was my guy. Like, he just had that smooth delivery, and I could not figure out where that accent was from. Cause I sure thought he was an East Coast dude, and I found out he was from like England. But yeah, so Slick Rick the Ruler. Who else did I fool with back in the days? Kwame. Kwame had some bangers. Again, he another one y'all might not know. Look him up. My guy DC Scorpio. He got this song called Hustler. He got two songs, Hustler Part 1, Hustler Part 2. Part 2 was my shit. I used to listen to that all the time. And that song got so much energy. And he might be, actually, yes, he's the first rapper I've ever seen do a backflip. I don't know if that's relevant to anything, but yeah, that dude, I don't know what other songs he got, but that one song was like one of my favorite songs ever. I used to listen to it every day. Let's see. As we move through the 90s, obviously a bunch of R&B like influences too. So Dru Hill, Cisco was my favorite singer. He's still my favorite singer, honestly. Bobby Brown and New Edition. Bobby was my guy. He had that energy. And I like the fact that I never thought Bobby was an amazing singer, but my man could make some hits. Mans can make hits, and he was a performer. Like, dude would dance his ass off on that stage. So like, I had to respect Bobby Brown and the rest of New Edition. They made straight bangers. I liked pretty much every song I ever heard from them. Boyz II Men, Jagged Edge. Well, let's see, Casey and JoJo. Lot of groups. I ain't really get too deep into solo acts until I was like middle schoolish, and then that's when I was rocking with Usher. And honestly, man, even though he was much older than me, I think he got like 10-15 years on you, boy, I would claim him as part of my generation because he was making music through my entire childhood and adulthood, really. So my whole life, this dude been making music. Ryan Isley and Isley Brothers, been listening to them. Rick James, a couple Rick James. Cameo had a couple songs that I rock with. He just had a unique voice that I like. Honestly, I like that. Who else was the singing? I don't want to leave the ladies out. Obviously, Mary J. Blige is and will always be my queen of R&B, cause she got them vocals. And that's no slight to Beyonce, because I definitely grew up listening to Destiny's Child too. Like, that Survivor album, one of my favorite albums. Every single song on there, banger, no skips. Like, I think it was what, Ice Cream, A La Mode, Nasty. Nasty is a great song. If y'all don't know that, look that up. Destiny's Child, Nasty. That was probably my favorite song on there. Obviously, Survivor was on there. I think Bootylicious was on there. That was a great album. Great group. SWV, 3LW. Let's see, who else was out here? Ashanti had some hits. Definitely rocks with Ashanti. Since I'm getting to them early 2000s, Alicia Keys. Killed it. What's her name? Janelle Monáe, singing and rapping. She is one of my, I ain't gonna say influences, just because I don't have any music that sounds remotely anything like what she makes, but I was just always fascinated with how talented she was, and I feel like she should get way more credit. Like, she is like a legit Renaissance woman, acting, singing, dancing, rapping, everything. Lauryn Hill, along with the Fugees. I used to rock with them heavy. Let's see who else growing up. Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes for sure, for sure. Had that energy all the time. All the time. And since I'm talking about my boy Busta Bust around that era, Method Man and Redman were like two of my favorite rappers when I was a kid. Even now, still today, they both still can spit, which is crazy because a lot of times these old heads sound dated to the point where you think they suck and they don't suck. Like they just didn't get better and they didn't change their sound with the times. But when you look at older artists, you gotta compare them to other artists that came out around the time they were hot. And then a lot of times you just lyrically read the lyrics instead of actually listening to the song, because a lot of these old heads were spitting back in the days. So like I said, Method and Redman, and that's partially how I got my name actually, because I noticed around that time, like late 90s, early 2000s, there was a few rappers that had man in their name, and I like, well, artists in general, because you had Beanie Man, Elephant Man, Afro Man, another one of my favorite artists. I know he's kind of like comedic rap, but hey, there's a few comedic rappers out here that just make legit good songs. Afro Man, top 5 for sure, for sure. I know Weird Al Yankovic don't make rap, but his comedic song, his parody's great. I grew up listening to him too. Who else? Who, as far as comedy, Bizarre. I had Handicap Circus on rotation all through high school. That was one of my favorite albums as well. And since I own Bizarre, I can't forget about D12, and then my boy, and then my favorite rapper, actually, Eminem, which surprises a lot of people because apparently I don't look like I'm an Eminem fan, but that's been my guy from day one. Now I will say, before M was out, I'm trying to think, so I think he dropped around the same time as Nelly. So being from St. Louis, I heard Nelly and the St. Lunatics way before I heard Eminem, and obviously I'm a rock with the hometown. Like Nelly was like the perfect all-around artist. Rap, he harmonized, I ain't gonna say harmonized, but like he had like a rap singy type delivery, similar to, around that time I'd have to compare him to like P.D. Pablo, which another one of my favorite rappers. He flies under the radar. P.D. Pablo deserves way more respect than he gets. Like nobody really talks about him. I don't see him on like top 10, top 20, top 30 lists. Dude legit has bars and he makes really good songs. Put some more respect on P.D. Pablo. Who else? Oh, T-Pain. Like when I first heard I'm Sprung, that, like, honestly, it hit the whole world. I think the same way it hit me, because even though auto-tune was already a thing, when T-Pain used it and put out I'm Sprung, and that changed everything, the entire landscape of music. And T-Pain in my top 10 as rappers. So I don't know. Yeah, T-Pain in my top 10. Eminem, obviously, that's my number one. That's my guy. Ludacris always been in my top 10. That's just one of the best, again, all around rappers. Now granted, Luda don't really sing, like, as if I had to compare him to like J. Cole sing damn near on every song, and you honestly didn't really notice it until somebody else brought that to my attention, and I was like, oh shit, he do sing almost on every song. It's just, it's hard to consider it singing just because he ain't like blowing. Like he not about to hop on the song on some like Casey and JoJo type shit. And he's so rap heavy, you focus more on the lyrics and bars of the raps than you do his actual singing. So Cole got a nice balance. I will say, because I got on Cole when I was in college. And man, honestly, the big three back then, couldn't really put Drake in there because he already took off, was doing his own thing. So you had the Young Money big three, which would have been Wayne, Nicki, Drake, and I wish Tyga was up to their level, because honestly, he was my favorite artist on Young Money. And I actually was influenced by him a lot too, because I grew up listening to him like in high school, and I just like the style. Dude had bars, like when he not like making party music, dude be spitting. And I feel like he another one that slept on, and I hate the fact that he had to like pull back lyrically just to make a bunch of party songs to like stay relevant. But you gotta do what you gotta do to get a check. I understand, I get it. I'm trying to think who. Oh, Lupe Fiasco. Oh, I almost forgot my boy. That also in my top 10. Lupe Fiasco is bar for bar one of the best rappers ever of all time. Not only that, his songs like good as hell, and that's kind of hard to find, man, from like straight spitters. Like when you go and listen to like battle rap, which I don't know if a lot of y'all do, but if y'all just go on YouTube, look up some battle raps, them dudes be spitting. But when you look up their actual music, the songs they normally suck. Like it ain't gonna be stuff that you want to listen to on a regular basis. But they all capable of writing some of the hardest lyrics you ever heard in your life. But Lupe, he figured it out. Like I don't know who his influences were, but that man figured it out. Like everything he dropped, I rock with. Even Lasers, and a lot of people shit on Lasers, but that was a good album to me. Granted, it ain't Food and Liquor, but it ain't the cool, but it's still Lupe. It's still good. That was my guy. Top 10 for sure. Royce, the 5'9", another one, straight up spitter that knows how to make good songs. He actually sing a little bit too, and it's surprising because when you listen to him like just rapping like rapidy rap type songs, you would not assume that he could sing at all or even would on a song. But his singing songs actually really good. I like, and it's no effects. Like I don't think I've ever heard dude use auto-tune. Obviously he probably does, it just turned down super low to where you don't recognize it. But yeah, Royce also in my top 10. I could just keep talking about top 10s really. Los, King Los, that man, another one. Some of the coldest bars I've ever heard, and he's still capable of making like songs that you will replay and listen to. He also deserves way more credit than he gets. Like anytime his name's brought up, at the most people just know him from, I think he did a Sway in the Morning freestyle and the LA Lakers freestyle, killed it. He actually got a bunch of freestyles online. He kills all of them. But I don't really see people talking about his actual music too much, just him freestyling. Go check King Los out. Dude is cold. Honorable mention, Horseshoe Gang. Some other ones, straight bars. They some spitters, man. I was actually chopping it up with Kenny. He in the group. I think those dudes are all brothers of Crooked I, who is in Slaughterhouse, which is arguably the best rap group lyrically ever. I don't like how their run went, because individually, and if y'all don't know, it's Crooked I, Joel Ortiz, Joe Budden. I know Joe Budden, and then Royce the 5'9". They were like legit the four horsemen of rap, and them dudes could spit. Like, man, they literally perfected rap. Like that's the best way I can say that. Like, and Horseshoe Gang is like the little brother version of them, cause like I said, I'm pretty sure they're actually little brothers of Crooked I. I think they are related somehow. I want to say they're brothers, and they definitely take from Crooked I for sure. They spit. And not every style of rap you can think of. They sing a little bit too, some smooth shit, some fast shit, some gangster shit, whatever you want to listen to, they make it. I remember one year, I think they put out a mixtape every month, which was crazy to me because making an entire project takes me forever. So to make an entire project every 30 days is crazy. So let's see, who else? So I gave y'all M, I gave y'all Luda, I gave y'all T-Pain, gave you Los, gave you Lupe, Royce. Who else? Who else? Oh, honestly, Childish Gambino. A lot of y'all really only know dude for singing, especially after he dropped Redbone, and y'all quickly forgot he dropped This Is America, where he was spitting on that. But before that, like Freaks and Geeks, go listen to Freaks and Geeks from Childish Gambino. Spitting. I know he, like, a lot of people see him as corny. But man, dude, literally, and he said his influences were Kanye and Wayne. You can hear it. You definitely hear it in his music, especially if you go back and listen to his old stuff. He was just barring you to death. And he's another one. Got bars, can make great songs. He did actually talk about pulling back on the bars just so he can focus more on just making better sounding songs. Just because a lot of people don't want that. A lot of people ain't trying to hear bar. It doesn't matter how impressive it is. It's kind of fatiguing when you listen to a song and like you actually gotta think about the lyrics. Like sometimes you just want to vibe out and just not even pay attention. And that's kind of what this song with Rock You was. It's a vibe song. Like you ain't really gotta listen to the lyrics. It's just you feel it. You feel it in your chest. It's warm and smooth. I guess that's how I would like describe it. It's just something to listen to like when you're chilling. Like you rolling up something, you drinking something. Maybe you got a girl over. Maybe you washing dishes. Maybe you doing some homework. It's a good background song. Now, like I said, I'm still lyric heavy, so it's always been a priority of mine to write something. I want to put at least a few bars in there that, one, gonna go over a lot of people's heads, just because a lot of my fans, that's what they like. Like they want to think. They want some thinking music. So I'm gonna give you a couple bars that's like, you gotta think about a little bit. Like I said, it's a fuck song. Song about fucking. It ain't deep. You know what I mean? It ain't super political or nothing like that. It's just a song about fucking and it sound good. Yeah, know what I'm saying? Speaking of yeah, Lil Jon and East Side Boys. I think it was Kings of Crunk. That album, no skips. Every song on there, banging. And that's a perfect example of just feeling the music. Cause I don't think I've ever heard a Lil Jon song and was impressed by the lyrics. But it sounds so good. I don't give a fuck what they talking about on the song. I just want to listen to it from beginning to end. Dude don't got skips. I don't think I've ever heard a bad Lil Jon song, honestly. Who else do I have? I do rock with Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas is one of those artists. He's obviously lyrically he cold to me. And I've been following dude's career since, I want to say the first time I seen him was in college, actually. Like around the time when like Cole, Big Sean, Kendrick was just coming up. Him and Black Hippie, everybody else, like Schoolboy Q, all them. J-Rock. Well, actually J-Rock come out first. But yeah, Joyner was out back then. And I saw a dude, I think he was on a freestyle, BET freestyle. I had no idea who he was, but he had my favorite freestyle that year. And I was like, who is this mystery dude that just killed this shit? Like, Joyner Lucas. I'm like, I look him up, watch a couple like YouTube videos. I'm like, oh, this dude cold. And then he kind of just disappeared. Like off of my algorithm, I stopped hearing from him. And then he popped back up again, making these like crazy music videos. And artistically, dude figured it out. Like he's one of those guys, he grinded. I watched his grind and he was determined to just be a spitter. I will say his songs got better over time because he had to, I see the focus of like just making commercially good music, which is a struggle for a lot of lyricists, but he did it. Linked up with M. If that ain't a good cosign, I don't know what is. That's an amazing cosign. And since M my favorite rapper, I do listen to a lot of the people he cosigns. So like in college, I was bumping Yellow Wolf. I was both actually in high school, or middle school, high school, 50, because he rocked with M. Get Rich or Die Trying, one of my favorite albums. Probably I can probably almost put that top 20, maybe top 30 albums of all time. Killed it. Who else? Lloyd Banks. was surprisingly good, like from G Unit. He was another one that kind of flew under the radar. I don't know. I don't know what's up with Banks. It didn't really look like he dropped a lot of stuff, but the stuff he dropped, I was rocking with. Him, Joel Santana was another one. It was cold to me. And then he's disappeared, just fell off the face of the earth. I told y'all about Nelly, hometown hero. Now, I will say, even though Nelly was the leader of the Saint Lunatics, or the face, my favorite person in the group was Murphy Lee. Now, he, as far as influences go, Murphy Lee actually influenced me probably more than any other rapper. Now that I'm thinking about it, even though like M is my favorite, I do take a lot from M as far as like structuring songs, putting lyrics and syllables and shit together, and like just even like the fast rap. I ain't gonna say fast rap I got from M. I probably got that from Twista more than like truthfully, but Murphy Lee is one of the like most well-rounded artists that I'm into. Like him and Ludacris is where I got a lot of my influence from. If you go back and listen to their songs, then you come back and listen to me, you will hear a lot of that, or at least a little bit of that. Like I try not to copy other people's sounds, but it's hard to do when you listen to a lot of music. Like at some point, like somebody else's sound is gonna somewhat slip into your brain, and you're gonna think you came up with it on your own, and you're gonna put it into a song. So I try my best not to do that. That's why I like to mix styles together, because a lot of people aren't going to come up with the same mix as me. So the average rapper not going to mix Murphy Lee with Ludacris, with Omarion, which is a guy I listened to a lot back in the days. He actually was a huge influence on, like, to me. Mix that with a little bit of M, with a little bit of who else did I rock with? I'm not gonna lie, I was rocking with Bow Wow. Like when I was a kid, when I first came out, I know a lot of people would be clowning him, but like Bow Wow was that dude. Like when he came out, besides I want to say what Wayne, Criss Cross, and Immature, it wasn't too many kid rappers out here killing it like that. He had Lil Romeo, but to me, Bow Wow was the first to make it to that far, that level. Like that, he was on some grown man shit as a kid, killing it. So he one of those, you got to put some respect on his name. Since we talking about respect, Soulja Boy too. Now I ain't gonna lie, I was a Soulja Boy hater for a little minute, just because lyrically, Soulja never been good to me. I think I might have heard one or two songs where Soulja was actually like rapping. I'm like, okay, these bars actually pretty good. Other than that, but I had to understand, I had to wrap my brain around, not every rapper is a lyricist. I really had to like hammer that into my brain, because I was definitely one of those dudes that like, I would lose all respect for an artist if they weren't a lyricist. Like you weren't just bringing me like top tier similes and metaphors and double entendres, and you know, like everything had to mean something else, and line number 45 had to somehow connect to line number 12. Like I wanted something intricate. Like I wanted you to make me work for the entertainment a little bit. Like I want to like hear some shit that blow my mind. Like, oh fuck, how did you come up with that? Like Wayne was one of those rappers for me. Like he's another one. Had bars for days, nothing but bars actually, and then he was able to put that into like great songs that were commercially viable on the radio. Like I remember growing up, Wayne was on everything. It was literally, oh shit, get the fuck out of here. It was, as far as like being on every song on the radio, it was Wayne, it was T-Pain. Get the fuck out of here, guys. Yeah, it was Wayne and T-Pain. Drake had some influence on me, I ain't gonna lie. Even though, you know, everybody hate Drake right now because him and Kendrick beef. A lot of people took Kendrick's side. Kendrick, a lot of influence. Like, I'm actually surprised Kendrick made it as far as he did, just because of how weird he is. Because growing up, the weird rappers, the weird ones, didn't really make it too far just because they were hard to market. Like there was only like a handful of rappers that were like had like a weird sound and still like had viable careers. I'm trying to think of some examples right now at the top of my head. Like I would say Bizarre is weird, and he'll say some wild shit. So like he can only get so big. To an extent, Missy Elliott was kind of weird, but she's one of those one. Her music was so good, didn't matter how weird she was. And I guess that's kind of how it is with Kendrick. Like Kendrick raps so good that when he like branch off, you know, use a weird voice or switch up the beat randomly in the song, like he can do stuff other rappers can't do just because he's already proven what he can do to the fans. So like they respect him enough to just go on the journey and just let him do what he want to do. Another one like that. Honestly, Eminem, he'll hit you with some random ass accents. He was actually, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but if you go back and listen to a lot of old dude's ad-libs were crazy. And he had a lot of like perfect sound effects in the background for certain lines. So I appreciate that because it almost made his music cinematic. Like you feel it more when you got like the sounds and stuff in the background. Who else? So many people I've been influenced by. I don't want to forget anybody important that's super relevant to your boy. You know what I'm saying? I definitely rocked with all the groups of artists that came out like when I was growing up. So, you know, you got Maybach Music. From there, let me see. Ace Hood was my guy. Wale was my guy. And actually, I was going to talk about this earlier. So in college, man, I would, on heavy rotation, I had Cole, Cole, Kendrick, Wale, Big Sean, and man, it was one other dude. I used to listen to him all the time. I can't think of him. XV. Yeah, XV. XV is cold, and he was another one of those guys that just kind of, he was hot for a little bit and then just flew under the radar and then disappeared. But XV was cold to me. But I was gonna talk about the big three back then, back in the day. If you talking about 09, 2010, 2011, 2012, it was Cole, Big Sean, Wale, those three. And Kendrick was kind of like an outlier doing his own thing. Plus, he was already grouped together with Black Hippie, you know, Schoolboy Q and them. So that was the big three to me as far as the best rappers out at that time that were new. Because obviously M was still rapping, Kanye was still out here. Who else? Wayne, obviously. Even Jay-Z. Jay-Z was still rapping back then. But for my generation, because now that I'm thinking about it, like Wale, Sean, and Cole, they only a couple years older than me. Same with Kendrick. We the same generation. And I wish I was taking music way more serious back then, because I easily could have been a part of that. Not sure who I would have signed to. Shady Aftermath was like top of my list just because M was my guy. And what he did for 50, shit, I was like, hey, do that for your boy. Do that for your boy. Yeah, anyway, out of that big three, J. Cole, Wale, Big Sean, it's kind of crazy to me the way Cole took off, because I always had Cole at the bottom of that. Like, that's why I was surprised at how he responded to the whole like Kendrick and Drake thing, because he definitely didn't give us the response we wanted. But me knowing what I've been known, I don't think he can hang with Kendrick like that. And Drake ain't no slouch either, even though people say he got ghostwriters. But I always had him at the bottom of that big three, the old big three. So J. Cole was pulling up number 3. Number 2, I had Big Sean. And then number 1 was Wale. Like Wale, out of those three, Wale had the best bars, and he was another one. Surprisingly smooth songs. Like my guy was soulful. He hit you with them songs. And then I like Big Sean more than Cole too, just because as good as J. Cole songs are, like I don't think I've ever heard like a bad song from J. Cole. Big Sean was always just a step up to me, because bar for bar, I think Big Sean is just a better rapper than Cole. And you can do whatever you want with that info, but that's how I view it. Let's see. Who else? Out back then. Like I said, T-Pain was my guy. He's actually slept on as a rapper. And because people get surprised when I say T-Pain's in my top 10. And a lot of people think I'm joking. I am dead ass serious. Like, T-Pain got some bars. And he's one of my huge influences as well. Just because of, I've always admired rappers that also sing. And to be good at both of those things, that was the goal for me. Because I grew up listening to R&B, soul, pop, all that. So like I like the singing songs, R&B songs, but rap is my passion. So I definitely put more effort into rap. But I always respect the artists that can do both and do both really well. I'm trying to remember the first artist I ever heard that could rap and sing. Ah, man, who was it? Who was the first rapper / singer that I listened to? It honestly might be Bobby Brown. Like, granted, no one sees Bobby Brown as a rapper, and his raps were terrible. But now that I'm thinking about it, like, I want to say Every Little Step I Take, and did he rap on My Prerogative? Or Don't Be Cruel. I think he rapped on Don't Be Cruel. Go listen to those songs from Bobby Brown. The rap verses are terrible, but overall, they do go with the songs. They great songs. But yeah, Bobby Brown is probably the first rapper / singer I ever heard. Pretty Willie, also from St. Louis. I grew up listening to him. He might be the first good rapper / singer that I heard. Missy Elliott is up there. A lot of people forget she rapped and sang, and she was cold at both of them. Queen Latifah, another one, cold at rapping and singing. Lauryn Hill, can't forget about Lauryn Hill. And Andre 3000. I think he was one of the early ones that I was impressed that he could rap and sing just as good as he raps. And who else? The peak for that, for me, like I said, it's still gonna be T-Pain. But yeah, anyone who can do both, I rock with. Same with producing, honestly. If you can produce your own beats and you rapping or singing over them, I got all respect for those people. But this video getting long as hell, and go check out Rock You. It's out right now on all streaming platforms. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube Music. It's on YouTube. It's probably on TikTok on my page somewhere. Go check it out. It's great. I like it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. You dig? I'm out.